Mark Cuban has been out campaigning for Kamala Harris this whole election cycle. But he's now being accused, and not just a spurious accusation of being saying, "Hey, you did this to me." He's being accused of sexual assault by Dirk Nowitzki's little brother, and there's a court filing apparently about this. Now, I'll share that right here. You can pause it and read it if you'd like. It's very long. I'll give you the gist of it after you take a look at this. Now, if you're not aware, Dirk Nowitzki, great player for the Dallas Mavericks, maybe the best in the history of the franchise. Um, Mark Cuban owns the Dallas Mavericks. This is an NBA team, if you're not familiar. And his little brother Jonathan apparently is saying Mark Cuban reached down his pants, put his tongue in his ear, and was pressuring him to have sex. This looks like a court filing. It's been passed through about 1 million people, so God knows about the reality of it. But why are we talking about this? Well, because it's out there, and it's just like those Tim Walz allegations that came out a couple weeks ago. Who knows if it's true? This is allegedly Jonathan Nowitzki. But now I want to point out in 2020 and in 2012, Mark Cuban was investigated by the NBA for sexual assault allegations from other men, some within the organization, some not. So that doesn't mean that it's true. I believe he was not found guilty of anything. He was fined under the conduct policy for, I think, $7 million back in, I think it was 2012. And I'm going off my memory on that one because I remember reading about it. I'm like, what the hell? Like, this is one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. This is before I kind of realized how nasty the world was. But I want to caution all of you. You know, Mark Cuban has been super annoying. I think he just is angry because Elon Musk is getting more attention than him, but he's been really annoying. So people are throwing this at him and they're saying he sexually assaulted somebody. It's been proven he was raping Dirk Nowitzki's little brother. And I would caution you against that. Not that anything would really happen to you, but I think that it may not be true. And this is one of the most serious things that a person could be accused of. So what I would say is the same as those Tim Walz allegations that ended up being probably not true. Just watch and see what happens. Take a couple of days. This came out 18 hours ago. So just wait. Just wait and see. And if it turns out that this did happen, my God, maybe that's what he's campaigning so hard for. He might be after that presidential pardon. No, I don't know. Now, another interesting thing about Mark Cuban, I don't like Mark Cuban. Like, the dude's attitude throws me out. A lot of people liked him on Shark Tank. I've never liked him. I've watched like 2 episodes of Shark Tank. I thought it was super boring, but that's just me. Mark Cuban just said yesterday or today, he said that, I'd be willing to work with the Trump administration. I'd work in the Trump administration, even though I think Kamala is the better business candidate. I'll work with Trump. I'll be happy to work with Trump. It's like, this guy wants attention. This guy wants power. People who go seeking positions like this in the way that he is, it says a lot about their character. Now, one thing I will say, and I don't particularly like Elon Musk or dislike Elon Musk. I don't really care about Elon Musk. I'm pretty neutral on him. I think he's probably going to push innovation in our country in a way no one else can. But other than that, I really don't care about Elon Musk. But I think there's a big difference between Elon Musk and Mark Cuban in that I think Elon Musk knows he's one of the most powerful people in the world, whether he has a political position or not. Advising Trump that they need a Department of Government Efficiency, a DOGE. I think that would be the extent of what Elon would do, i.e. advising. He wouldn't head that department because I think it would cause a conflict of interest with Twitter. I think he would have to sell Twitter if he became a government official. But I'm pretty sure legally he would have to, is what I'm saying. He's not out there looking for that super powerful position for himself. I think he knows he already has it. In contrast, Mark Cuban is looking to get involved in the political game. In my opinion, he might have just seen what Donald Trump was able to do as a billionaire, to run as a businessman and all of this, and he decided, hey, I'm going to try to do that same sort of thing. So maybe a few years from now, Mark Cuban decides to try to run for president. I don't know. I don't know. I think he's realized he's, hitched his wagon to the losing horse, and he wants to make sure that Trump knows that he's perfectly available to take a position. But anyway, I just want to talk about these because I saw these allegations going around on X, and like I said, don't believe it until you see, a little more evidence. But there's the filing. Read it and decide for yourself. That's all.